has to do, and obviously we saved the best for last, with that thing that everyone has been talking about as of lately, cryptocurrency. But we're not talking about Bitcoin for once. We're talking about something called Crycash. Why is it called Crycash? Not because you'll be crying, but because it's being made by Crytek, the developer behind Crysis and the Cry engine, those guys. So they are basically partnering. I forget with who. Let's see. They're partnering with a startup called Crycash. So that's the name of the company itself. And they are going to specialize in maintaining and distributing a cryptocurrency geared around the gaming community. What could go wrong?
So we've had a company that for 2 years, at least 2 years in a row, has had a problem paying its own employees. Now trying to start up a cryptocurrency. Yeah. No, I don't. I don't like this at all. Don't like this at all.
Doesn't look good.
The way that you are going to be earning this currency is by, for example, looking at ads or completing certain tasks in games. They're also going to create a social platform around currency to encourage growth. I have no idea what the fuck that means.
So they're creating Google ads. They're not creating currency. They're creating revenue.
Right. Well, I guess, they're essentially, you will get currency and/or points for looking at their ads, and then I'm assuming you can use those points on Crytek games, which aren't that numerous. I mean, there's a few of them out there, but most of them are pretty old, and I think a lot of people either have them or don't care at this point, right? Like, I don't think anyone needs to pony up the cash for Crysis 2 at this point. You either have picked it up for $5 on the Steam sale, or you don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It's very odd.
Strange.
Very, very strange.
It reminds me of there's this Adult Swim one-off kind of miniseries thing. Like Too Many Cooks?
Yes.
There was another thing kind of like that called For Profit Online University. It's hysterical. It's so funny. I
gotta look that up.
Yeah, I demand you guys watch it. I highly recommend it. It's so funny.
Okay.
But in it makes reference to people like does for a living, where like they just like select images, like those captchas with the image captchas. They just do that all day, and they're paid in thought coins. It's like a cryptocurrency, and that's what they do for a living. And and Crycash just makes me think that, where it's like people are just gonna be watching ads to make money and like feed their gaming habit or whatever.
And by the way, I should mention that as far as I can tell, Crytek seems pretty serious about this. They have promised to invest 80% of its profits from the currency back into the currency itself. I'm not really sure what that means. Does that mean that they're going to like buy back the currency from people to increase its value?
I guess whatever they make off of it in profit, they just have to recirculate it back into the kind of self-contained economy they're starting. Like, it sounds like something they would have to do anyway, not even really like a promise of it on their part.
It sounds to me that what they're going to do is if they make a profit off the currency, because here's the thing, right? If they create more of the currency, then the value of each individual unit will go down, right? So the way you would increase the currency is to buy it back, right? Because then the value of each individual unit goes up. Because let's be honest here, I don't think, like something like Bitcoin has value because people think it has value. I don't think anyone's going to think this has value.
Mm-mm.
I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
So, you're going to need it for this one.
They would kind of there needs to be more stuff to actually use Crycash on. If like the only thing it's good for is Crytek games, like that's not anywhere near enough incentive for people to buy into a currency when like, oh boy, I can buy Crysis 3 again, or like it's like, what are people going to use it for? That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm not getting.
I just hope they're not sending a letter to their employees this year that are like, hey, we're not going to pay you for 6 months. cryptocurrency off the ground, but once it gets off the ground, you saw how Bitcoin did. You're going to be rich.
Good news, everybody. Good news. All your paychecks will now be exclusively in Crycash. We're just going to pay you all in Crycash now.
That's right. That's
We're
right.
going to pay you in a currency we invented. Doesn't that sound wonderful?
It's
You're
monopoly
rich.
money.
You're rich.
Oh my God.
But yeah,
Work is its own reward.
that's right.
This has been a production of the GWW Radio Network. Please don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. Also, check out Geeks Worldwide at thegww.com for all the latest news, reviews, and opinions on video games, comics, movies, TV, cosplay, and more. Geeks Assemble!